Hello everybody. Well, I'm over at Iowa 80 and I'm headed back to Indiana with us to get our next load. We got one going to Florida. I was wanting to put this in there for anybody that didn't know. Whenever I had the last one going to California, I had my battery on there, and there was a light on inside the camper that that I couldn't get off. So I knew it was going to run my battery down. So what I did was I stopped, and every time I stopped to go to sleep, I unplugged my truck. That way it would run my battery that I got hooked up, not my truck. That way I wouldn't have a dead battery in the morning when I woke up. So by doing that, I get up in the morning, I'd write a note, stick it on my speedometer so I know to plug up my electricity. So I'd plug it up and it would charge my battery on the way. By the time I got to California and I knew it was going to happen, it was going to be dead. So there's I had one of my friends make up a plug that you can plug up to like where the fifth wheel goes, and it's got a hot in the ground and you hook your battery up. Well, I've got mine hooked up onto the battery now, charging. And it's going to charge all the way get down there. And because usually the trailer will charge it up, that's if you ain't got no lights on. If you got lights on, it's going to run your battery down. And I was wanting to show y'all right quick before we got started and head down here to get our load what it was, so that way if you ever run into this problem, then you'll know what to do. Because if the battery runs down, and if you have lights on in your camper and you cut your truck off, it's gonna drain your battery, and then you'll wake up and then your truck won't start, and it's gonna cost you a lot of time, a lot of money. So I figured I'd show you this. All right, see, there's the battery. I got her in there so she don't move. I got the height and the ground on it. Now I got it plugged up right there where I hook up my fifth wheel. So that way it's charging as it's going down the road. So my battery will be fully charged and I don't have to worry about a dead battery. All right, we got over here to Middlebury, picking up a 25-foot, imagine, this little thing going to Florida. So we're gonna look, make sure ain't no damages. Hoping we don't have any damages or anything to slow us down. I'm gonna try to get this thing kicked off Friday. So let me get hooked up. Got everything hooked up, everything checked out good, camper checked out good, but when we put that wire on to charge my battery, I'm glad I did. As soon as I it's like the last camper, as soon as I put this one on, it's like all the lights on the outside come on, one light on the inside, but this time I was able to open the door and cut that light off, so I don't have to worry about it. But just be aware of that, because if there's a light on the inside and you can't get to it, just unplug it, because it will run your truck battery down and you'll be looking for somebody to jump you off next morning. Well, we got everything hooked up. We got this little 25 Imagine, and we're fixing to head to Florida. Maybe we'll get some good video. Maybe I'll get some Florida sights down there on here. We'll find out what we'll get into. All right, over here in Nashville getting some fuel right now. I come to the Tennessee scale house and they pulled me in and wanted to inspect me. So they went through everything. And it was a good guy. Made sure I put my Tennessee hat on, got my Tennessee tag on. Let them know, hey, I live here, don't screw with me. And they did. They was good people. Yeah, so he come out, asked me, make sure everything was good, and did. And everything checked out. And I noticed that it must have happened after I got hooked up, that my fire extinguisher mounted in the back of the truck, the strap broke. So I will have to replace that when I get home, but he said he's not gonna write me up for that because he's seen it was dropped down, the strap was broke. So just be aware of everything, because you never know when you're gonna get DOT. Right here's where I got my strap. Sorry for the noise. And my fire extinguisher fell down. you can see that one strap is missing. So I get home, I'll pull this out, underpin it, get back in there, replace that. I gotta find a new way to mount a fire extinguisher. Sorry for all that noise. Haven't got my mics back home yet to get fixed. I gotta put them on a computer and change some stuff. That's the reason they're not working. But if any of y'all out there, you got a different place to put in your fire extinguisher that works good, leave a comment below. Let me know. That way I can take a look at it, try it out. Well, let's get this fuel and get out here and get to Florida. All right, well, we're in Seffner, Florida. We're waiting our turn to go in. I guess there was a lot of people here. This is a big old place over here. So Lazy Days, it is a big place. And so I figured while I was sitting here waiting to go in for me to get unloaded, I'd break everything down. Now, Middlebury to Seffner, Florida, 1,170 miles. I was paid $1.41 per mile. The load total paid $1,649.70. Now my total in fuel that I spent was $489.74. Now my auxiliary tank is empty, my truck is full. So that will get me, out of Florida, back everywhere to get some cheaper fuel. And that's what you want to try to do whenever you deliver a place. You want to try to make sure you keep enough fuel to get out of it, especially like California or Florida. You want to get somewhere where you can get cheaper fuel. And that charge ward done a really good job on my battery. My battery was charged up. It was completely dead on the last camper. We put that mammy jammy on. She was charging. Got over here. So far, I've had no issues. Everything worked. The batteries seem to be working good. So we shouldn't have no issues when they pull us in to unload. I just checked when we got here just to make sure everything was charged up on it. And it was. So I think it's kind of important to have one of them around. You never know when you might need one. So over and all, this has been a pretty good trip. Picked the load up. We got DOT'd in Tennessee. Got a clean bill of health, which is always good. Everything worked right. No issues. No damages. So I think this is going to wrap this video up, and I will see y'all in the next one.